Hello everybody and welcome to the Daily Review episode number 282 for Friday, January 15th, 2010, you cheeky fucking bastard. Terrible British accents aside, the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is In the Loop. In the Loop is directed by Armando Iannucci, I believe, and it stars Peter Capaldi, Tom Hollander, Gina McKee, and James Gandolfini. Tons of other people that I've never heard of, most of them British. This is a British film. And In the Loop is about basically the United States and the UK's government kind of getting together and planning, a future planning committee or the War Committee, which is basically them planning war on an unnamed Middle Eastern country, and what ensues is supposed to be hilarious, satirical British comedy. However, I'm going to get into my review right now. In the Loop, I think, is an okay film, and I don't think it's great, and I know right off the bat, this is what I'm going to say about my review. I do not want to receive comments from people calling me a stupid American because I don't get the British humor, that I'm dumb because this movie is the funniest movie of 2009, and I'm stupid because I don't get any of the jokes that are going on, because I don't think that the jokes are necessarily that subtle in the Loop. I'm not necessarily a humongous fan of British comedy. I mean, I couldn't name British comedies offhand that I absolutely love, but I'm also not, a stupid moviegoer and a stupid film watcher. I see a movie like In the Loop, and I understand why people like it. It's got the political satire end of it. I think the cast, for the most part, is all pretty phenomenal. Namely, Peter Capaldi in the film is fantastic. He's just this foul-mouthed Brit who just says whatever comes to his mind. Some of it is the most filthy dialogue that I've heard from 2009. And it all plays off very comedically, and I think the big strength of In the Loop, and I know that's a strange endorsement, but the funniest stuff to me in the film is the swearing, and the amount of swearing, and the situations that they're swearing in. I believe there's one where he basically calls an American a fat fuck, and tells him to shut up, which is kind of funny, and I think it's almost a comment on British and American relations. But I don't think that the satire and the amount of stuff going into this is not the next Doctor Strangelove. It's nothing like that for me. I think it's an entertaining film, and I think it's okay, but I was hoping and expecting a lot more. I mean, the amount of critical praise this film has received is it's across the board. I believe it has like a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. I don't, however, think it's the next Doctor Strangelove. I think it's pretty funny, and it does have a few moments of political satire that are quite amusing. There's a scene where Peter Capaldi's character meets with this guy he assumes is much older, and the kid is basically 22 years old, and it's very, very funny, his reaction to him being so young. There's also some other stuff with James Gandolfini not being a general and having to renew his general's license, or a soldier's license, excuse me, which is very funny. But all in all, I think In the Loop is an okay film. I don't think that it's brilliant. I don't think that it's phenomenal. Why don't you berate me in the comments below if you think otherwise. I give In the Loop a 3 out of 5. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another review for you guys.